Hi there, welcome to exercise number 2. So here's the part that we're trying to create. And if you noticed, we've got a situation here where we are not going to be able to make this with a single extrude. And how you want to make it, I see this as two parts that are stuck together. One that is, say, the base, and one that's kind of an extension that sticks up from the top. If you look at this view right here, you can kind of see that extension that sticks up from the top. The way I'm going to create this is exactly like that. I'm going to make what's the base, which would be looking down from here, including this bit here, the green bit. And then we're going to make a second sketch and make a second extrude. So let's go ahead and get started. So I've got my part studio. And actually, let's show the plane. All right, so we've got our planes. If you notice again, I think I need to make the sketch on the top plane. So I'm going to right click and make a new sketch. And then I'm going to hit N to look normal, P to hide the planes. Okay, now I'm going to show you a cool trick for making something of this shape really fast. You could make a line here, and a line here, and a line here, and a curve here, and a line here, and a curve here. Or we're going to do what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a rectangle that's 120 by 100, and then use sketch fillets to create these rounded corners. So let's do that. So I'm going to start with the corner rectangle tool. I'm going to come up from the origin a little bit, and I'm going to come down. Now this thing is 100 by 120. And let's go ahead and drag those out of the way. And if you notice it's not centered on the origin, we can fix that really easily with a midpoint constraint. So I'm going to click the line and the origin, and bingo. Okay, now let's round those corners. I'm going to use the sketch fillet tool. And if I'm not mistaken, those corners have a radius of 30, and they do. So let's go back. I'm going to click on here. And if you notice it says 12, well, that's fine. I'm going to click again, type in 30, and there you go. Now, the fun thing about this, the sketch fillet tool is it remembers your settings. So if I click here, see how it's already 30? I just have to click and hit enter, and I'm done. And now look how fast I made that shape instead of making a line, a line, a line, two curves, and a line. That's just much, much faster. Okay, I'm going to drag this out here so it's out of the way. And now we've got to make this shape. Now, I'm going to show you a tool that, unless you watched all the videos and remember everything you did, you probably have forgot about. And it's called the slot tool. This thing is technically a slot. And there's a really cool and easy way to make that. And one of the things that is true from the way we made it is the slot, the centers of those half circles in the slot are these 2 points. Right, so that this point right there and this point right there are those points that we have right here. Now, the thing with the slot tool, though, it can't work off of points. We're going to have to draw a line, a construction line, that connects those 2 points. And there it is. Okay, now that I have that, I'm going to unclick construction. And you remember the offset tool? The slot tool is in the same spot. So I'm going to click slot, and then watch what happens. I just click the line. Now, it makes this 12 diameter. Now, if we come back here, it says radius 15. So if you remember this from your math class, the diameter is double the radius. Okay, so if the radius is 15, I'm going to come back here and make my diameter. Oh, it didn't accept. I thought it was going to give me a chance to enter it. That's fine. I'm going to double click it and make it 30. And bingo. Let's see if it looks the same. It most definitely does. So look at that. Look how quickly we made that. Okay, so that is our first sketch. I'm going to right click and get an isometric view, and then I'm going to extrude it. Now, if we look at a different view, this one here, you can see that the thickness of this part is 20. So let's do an extrude. Click, change it to 20, and bingo, we have what we need. Okay, so now we're going to make the other part. Now, what I'd like to do is make a sketch that just looks like this pink part right here. So where am I going to make it? Well, I want it to stick up from here. So I'm going to roll back a little bit to the other side and make a sketch on that plane. I'm going to right click, say new sketch, and then I'm going to move it back around a little bit and I'm going to hit N, and there you go. So I'm now going to create just this pink part. And if you notice, it's a very similar thing. It's 30 high and overall 120 wide. Okay, so, but I think the cool way to do this, I might be able to, is to take this corner rectangle, start here, hover over here so I lock into that, and I already forgot how tall it was. How hilarious am I? So I'm going to click, go back over here, and it was 30. Okay, so I'm going to type in 30, and there we go. Now I'm going to do the sketch fillets again. Let's see what those radiuses are. This time the radius is 20. Let's get that sketch fillet, click the corner, click, type in 20. And then I'm going to do it again over here, but it's already 20, so I just click and hit enter. And now I got that basic shape. Now I'm going to make another slot. And again, just the nature of this one, they are making our slots so they line up with the center points of those curves. So all I really have to do is connect those dots with a construction line. Whoops, I missed. Try that again. Construction line. There we go. And then we're going to get our slot tool. Let's see what we need our diameter to be. This is a radius of 6. And again, it's going to ask us for the diameter, so we need to double that. So we need a diameter of 12. So I'm going to click the slot tool, click there, and oh, look, it's already 12. Well, hot damn. And I messed up. Look how it's a construction line. That's not a problem. We're just going to click construction, accept it, move this out of the way, and we've got what we need. I'm going to accept that sketch, and you can see it's right where we want it. And then let's see how far we're supposed to extrude it. If you look at the width of this, this is also 20. So I'm going to get my extrude, and I'm going to click. Oh, it's going in the wrong direction. So we click opposite direction, and we're going to make that 20. Now, there's also another issue is, oh, and it fixed it. It's funny. For some reason, it fixed it. It made it an add. You don't want it to be new and be a new part. You want it to be add because we want it to all be one part. So I'm going to hit accept. And ta-da, it looks exactly like this. And we are done. Good for us. And we'll see you next time.